let me just say it. This one is Rema straight. I just downloaded it now. Wow. See, your goal in that marriage is not to win an argument.
That's true.
Is to stay together.
That's true. Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Deborah Kundari and it's good to be back on your screen. I'm here with my husband and we will be continuing the video, the topic we started last week. I know that a lot of people have been blessed and you can share with us some of the things you've learned or what you even you're going to start doing in your marriage. Yeah, so we'll continue today and some of the things we learned. So what we learned, 10 things we learned from our premarital counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we stopped at number 4, and then number 5 is money. Number 5 is money. It's amazing how people's perspective in marriage about money. So PMC taught us 3 key things about money: making money, managing money, and investing money. So basically, let's just put it like 2 sides: making the money and how to manage it. It's amazing that a lot of people are married, but they don't even know how their spouse make money. They don't know. They don't know all the income sources. They don't know. Oh, they just know. Oh, my wife is a teacher in secondary school. They don't know how many students, private tutorial sessions she has, or something like that. They don't know financial details. They don't know what their spouse do for money. Do exactly. So it's not just enough for you to know that, oh, my husband is a businessman. What exactly does he, and what are the things that the business entails, and how does it become money, and bring food to the table, all of those things. Then how to manage money, your perception about money, who is the saver, who is the spender. My wife, if you leave money with my wife, we will not spend 1 naira. We will save everything. Everything like this will be intact. We will save, but thank God for people like us. Now we're not where it's okay. We are the ones that make life jolly and everything. So what really helps is the blend of the two. How we make our money and how we manage it as a couple. We've had different times where she's the only one working, I am the only one working. She's earning more than me, I earn more than her. But no, there has never been any time there have been issues about that, because we all know how we make the money, and then our perspective is balanced about money. All the money in this house is our money. All the money in this house is our money, and so there is nobody's money somewhere or this. So it makes it easy for her to tell me to slow down if I'm working too much. I can tell her too to slow down if she's working too much. We can tell each other that we need to double hustle. We need to fire more because we need more money. Oh, we are saving too much. Oh, we are spending too much. Oh, we are eating too much food. We need to have a treat and treat ourselves, because we can afford it. So it gives a very wide and healthy perspective to making money and managing money. PMC really helped us. It really helped me.
Yeah. So the thing is, I know a lot of people will be saying, "Oh, not all men are. Some men are not trustworthy and all that." Even down to the issue of trust. PMC will make you, know, okay, some of the things, your limitation, your weaknesses,
Yeah, your
and then
weaknesses.
both of you would know,
Will
you will
know
be
it.
on the table.
Who should handle money?
Yeah.
Okay, so for instance, in our relationship now, because she is the saver, we put the budgeted money that usually my account, my own card is what we use to run the house most times. We run because everything is already budgeted for. So I can easily go and get things within budget. But when it comes to savings and keeping our money safe, and it has to be CBN, because the policy is good with her. If you keep money with me, the Lord will just minister to me one day and say, let us go and buy something. We will buy something with it, and it's not going to be fight. You guys would see it from the PMC system, from the preparation. You will know it. You will know that this thing. And then, she is the saver. Sometimes I tell her that, babe, see the figures now, see this thing, we can afford it now, and let us buy this iPhone now. We need to change this your phone. This your life is not koleto yi now. And then she too will reason with me, and she will see that, oh, it's fine, we can afford it, and all of that. So it's going to be a very healthy balance. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what PSA will do for you. At least you're able to understand who you can trust with money.
Yeah.
And it was really a good program.
Yeah.
We were able to know, where we were able to know how things work, dynamics of money.
Yeah.
We had our issues, so like it was really a big one. Maybe for another day we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful because we were able to have
Clear
clear
understanding.
understanding on, and how we run our finance in this home was settled then.
Yeah.
Even though we had a big clash, a big fight about it, but we're able to settle it, and today we are all happy and we're doing good.
Yeah.
With money, I believe.
I still now, let me say this on a final note about money. A lot of men believe that you don't declare everything you earn to your wife, or you don't tell a woman what you earn, because she's going to keep making demands. You see, what if you are not going to spend on side chick, you are not going to spend on doing things that you don't want her to know, right? It's best for you to let her see everything. Let her see everything, and also let her see how you spend it, because there is difference between accountability. Yeah, it's you have to be accountable to each other. Okay, so you have to ask each other, how did you spend your money? How did you spend the money? And it shouldn't be, you need to create an atmosphere where you can ask each other. It will help you to grow, even in your personal finance, even in your relationship. Is very key. There are a lot of ladies out there that they are earning well, yet they are living, they don't have any savings, because there is nobody to ask them, why would you buy another wig of 200,000 or of 500 pounds or something? So when you are accountable to each other, it helps. It really, it just gives another view. Somebody else is seeing the way you manage your money, and it helps. So money, managing money was another big issue. Yeah. So you want to go to point 6?
Yes, about expectations.
Yeah.
Expectations. One of the things that 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 is really a big issue in when people get married, especially for a newly married couple, is the managing expectations.
Yeah.
You know, we all have our in our head, everybody, every human being, we all have what we expect from, this is how, this fairy tale married thing that we all have. Oh, I want my husband to always bring breakfast for me on the bed. I want this, I want that, I want, you just have this expectation. But if you don't communicate it, you know that's where
It
to
will
your
always cause
it will
clash.
always cause clash. So that was one of the things we do. This PNC that we're talking about, I even want to, it was a time where we know that we were having discussion and we're having misunderstanding, and
Yeah.
then we come again, and then we were able
Yeah.
to discuss it and be on the same page.
Yeah, and come to agreements. Yeah, this is what we will do.
This is what we will do. So that say your expectations. What's your expectation about
Expectation.
this? What is your expectation
A
about?
lot of expectations. A lot of expectations. What do you believe about what's your expectation about chores? As a man, now you are getting married. What's your expectation about food? Are you going to be eating three square meal? She will prepare ogi and akara in the morning. She will pound yam and a roll in the afternoon. And then she will make rice and atadidi in the evening. Fresh one. It has to be fresh. What's your expectation? Is it that we will not be using microwave in this house? Every food, every drink, the juice must be squeezed, it must be fresh.
Some men expectation is that they just want a housewife, someone that will stay at home.
Yeah.
So if you don't discuss those things, and then the person got married to an ambitious woman, a woman that just wants to be, on her toes, doing hardworking person, you're going to have clash.
What's your expectation on sex? What's your expectation
down to raising kids?
Yes, on parenting. What's your expectation?
It's really, it's just for you. It gives you that PMC to me. I think it's just for you to see into the future.
Yeah.
Just like what we see about vision board.
Yeah.
You're able to see, because some of the things that is manifesting in our home, even with this new phase of our life as parents, there are some of the things that we discussed intensively.
Yeah.
When we were during our PMC.
What's your expectation? You want to have a wife. What's your expectation of your wife?
Even the expectation of having a joyful home.
Yeah.
Having a peaceful home.
What is your definition of a joyful home? Should we be jumping around, or we should just be singing hymns, hymns? So what expectations? So expectations should be discussed. That is what. Do you want a wife that will wake up in the morning and kneel down for you? You need to discuss this thing. Or you want a man that will you just want to stay at home and open a shop beside the house, and then the man goes, travels all around the world. So expectations is another key thing that that PMC taught us, how to put everything on the table. Yeah. Number 7.
And how to manage them.
Yeah. Now number 7, anger and conflict. Kai, this one took 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Shout out to Pastor Sarah Omaku. She said in one of the videos that it is not if conflict happens, it is when conflict happens. And truly, it's not a matter of if somebody has been telling you that they've been having an amazing ride and the Lord has been helping them, and they've never had any argument, any conflict in their marriage, tell them that Alaba Musa, that the Lord will continue to help them like that. We going like that, so anger, so something happened, for instance, yesterday, and then I was hungry, and my wife too was not was and at the end of the day, we discovered, when we resolved everything, we discovered it's just a minor issue, and funny enough, we had just finished praying, you understand, and the thing happened, so, but you see, it is very good for you to have, for the two of you to have a systematic way of resolving issues, of combating anger, than for you to just, it's just like you wanting to quench fire, and then you are just throwing different things. You put stone, you put plastic, you put this one. No. Then you know that once you see fire, you go to a particular place, you pick fire extinguisher, you open the fire. You already have processes. So when it happens, you know how to this thing. There are some things that I know that if I do, it will worsen situation. One of the prominent things that I know, if I do it, it will worsen the situation, is to raise my voice at my wife. It is so, when, even if she's the one at fault, at the point, if I raise my voice, I know that, no, I have contributed significantly to the issue on ground, and I need to apologize. Okay, so PMC helped us opened our mind, and our hearts to how to um, handle anger and conflict.
Yeah, it's really important. It's really, really important. In marriage, no matter how you do it, you will always fight. Even you always have misunderstanding.
And it's not me. All this fighting. Let me just see.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Let me remove my hand so that I do not. People of God, look at my face. Look at my face. Mi ti jepo, mi ti joun epo, mi ti joun iyọ̀, juju, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò àti pando yam tí mo jẹ lọ.
Yeah,
Do you people think that fight in this house can come from me?
That I am a calm person.
So me, I'm what?
Calm.
Àwọn tèmi, àwọn èèyàn, àwọn ìyá tá ń tulẹ̀, everybody know me. Easy going. Pẹ̀lẹ́, sorry. So it's not a matter of if. It is a matter of when. You were saying some.
Yeah, so that's just it. In marriage, there will always be conflict, but like my husband says, there must be a way, a process, and how you handle it. You don't say, sometimes they will say, oh, their dating is different from marriage. Even dating, sometimes you will have issues.
Even dating, my wife, no, everybody don't mind. My wife can mix English and Yoruba language.
Even with dating and all,
I think for us, the only difference between our relationship and marriage was we were not having sex. I think that's the only difference, because we talk, we plan together, we plan her life, the thing she wants to do, we plan my life together, we talk, we do a lot.
I think because we have this friendship thing from the very beginning. We can talk about everything and not hold back. So it was like, so, but with that conflict management, we know how to go about it.
Systemic ways.
Two people are not to get angry, so sometimes both of us get angry, but we still know how to manage it. You know when one is going beyond, and then you just keep quiet, you draw back.
Once one person is going up, you just know it's time for you to just keep calm and just this thing. And then let me say this one. for this conflict and anger management, let me just say it. This one is Rema straight. I just downloaded it now. Wow. See, your goal in that marriage is not to win an argument.
That's true.
Is to stay together.
That's true.
You see, when I said I just downloaded it, you laughed like I said this one. See, so that we are arguing that you are supposed to have cleaned the plate, and no, you two clean. Why didn't you clean it? Ooh. The goal is not to win an argument.
Yeah.
The goal is to stay together. So if I eventually win the argument and we are not on talking terms and we are not playing with each other, so what's my gain? So why can't you just keep quiet and say, I'm sorry?
Yeah.
When you say, I'm sorry, it does not mean that you are the one at fault. No, the fact that you say, I am sorry, does not mean you are. Another thing that was taught in PMC is sorry is different from I am sorry. And I said that thing yesterday when I was apologizing. As I wanted to come into the room to apologize, that thing kept ringing in my mind. Don't just say sorry. Sorry. Who is sorry? Say I am sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry is different from you just telling the person sorry. Sorry. And if you decide not to sorry, you too sorry for yourself.
Exactly.
But when you say I am the one that is sorry, I am sorry. So there are ways, proper ways of apologizing and all of that. So that is it on anger and conflict.
I think there are apology languages.
Yeah, there are 5 apology languages,
Yeah,
and
depends
that you
on.
can.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 8. Number 8, the 8th thing we learned from the premarital marriage counseling is roles and responsibilities. Roles. Babe, I discovered that a lot of people talk about roles, especially the single men. They talk about role, and the man being the leader and the woman should submit. But for every role comes a responsibility. So you have to discuss, the PMC taught us to discuss extensively roles and responsibility.
Yeah.
So if you want to carry the title husband, you have to do the responsibilities of the husband.
Yeah.
If you say you want to be wife, you have to accept. Don't just be following some ideologies and be carrying a title. You want the role, but you don't want the responsibility. If you want to be wife, you should intrinsically accept the fact that you are the nurturer, for instance, of the home. Of course, situations may come, where other members of the family make food or prepare the nutrition, but you are the mother. That's why essentially God gave you breasts. It's not for fashion, it's for nutrition. Let's say it the way. Me, I'm not Pastor Mrs. You sometimes you preach on this channel and your people are always blessed. Me, I will say it.
Yeah.
So I was just saying that there are roles and responsibility. So if you want to be leader, then you must be willing to serve. If you want to be wife, it is not just when they are doing women anniversary and then you wear Women of Excellence wrapper or you wear gele and all of that. No, you must be willing to accept the responsibility. So PMC taught us to discuss roles and responsibility so that before you say you claim rights, you have paid your dues. You have paid your dues, and so that's another very key thing that the
Yeah.
PMC
It's
taught
just
us.
like any job you get, you know.
Yeah,
You must know the roles and responsibilities.
yeah,
If
the
not,
job
the
description.
job description of what you're getting into. If not, you're going to be you will struggle.
Yeah,
So
you'll be employed
you might not
as
even meet
general
up. You might
manager.
not even meet up to the
You
standard.
are you are employed as general manager, and then you are at the gate gisting with the gate men in the morning.
How will the organization move forward?
So there are roles and responsibilities.
Yeah.
So who will pick children from the school? Who will wash plate? Who will do this? So then you now, it is not, that is why in different homes there are
Dynamics.
different dynamics, because they have discussed roles and responsibility.
Yeah.
For instance, let me give you a very clear instance. For instance, in this our own home, there is nobody that cannot make money. There is nobody that cannot be, make money. So if she goes to make money for the home, and I need to, do cleaning in the house, or we live in the UK, where of course you don't have a house help or anything. I do it gladly. I do dust everywhere, feed Morire Oluwa, do everything, bath him, comb his hair, everybody is happy. The other day I helped her to relax her hair and all of that, because if she needs to work and make money for the home, she does that. You understand? So roles and responsibility must be clearly defined. So in a situation where you can intertwine, it must be clear that, oh, we can always cover for one another in this role and stuff like that. In this marriage, the buck stops with me. I am the leader, yes, Olori Okobamba, but I don't lead like Idiagban or like Abasha. I'm not Tobalashe. No, we dialogue, we talk, we this. But if I say this is what I want us to do, she has that strong sense that, okay, this is the person leading.
Yeah.
But I don't also intimidate her. I don't shut her down from making her own opinions, making her own suggestions. She freely gives her advice, her suggestions, and I believe I have married an intelligent advisor. So why should I shut her up? So things like that, roles and responsibility, should be well discussed. One more.
Yeah.
Okay, there is.
That's it. It's absolutely right.
Yeah.
To discuss about it.
Yeah, we have 2 more to
And
go.
we learned so much. It's helping us today.
Is really, really helping us. Seriously, special shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Afi. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, so the 9th one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
What do you mean? So we learned about sex. Yeah. I don't know you, they say they used to censor words like this on YouTube, but I think it's sucks. It's just the way some people have made it look like, you were able to, was from PMC we were able to realize that sex is God ordained thing. God wants you in the union called marriage. Sex is a good thing, and God wants us to have a very good sex, and we're able to whatever. What?
No. I'm just raising my hand because me, I'm too holy and too gentle to be talking. I want to just make.
What do you? Why you too holy?
Because
sex is not about it. So we were able to understand it is even holy marriage, and it's a good thing, and you don't have to be ashamed about it. It's one of the ways where you can be intimate with each other.
Yeah.
It's another level of intimacy.
Yeah.
So we learned it, and now we can navigate through it. It was a good session.
So the very first thing, like my wife said, is in the context of marriage. Sex is normal, it's beautiful, it is okay. It is absolutely okay. So I know some of you watching this video now, you will be thinking, abi these two people, abi this woman have started corrupting this man. Because we know this man from way back. We know how him, he is very gentle, kò sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu ẹ̀ tán and everything. Yeah, na so. Some of you think, kiku ni. So now one of the key things that we learned in PMC is there is, and it's very, very true in our world today. There is the way there is sex in marriage, and there's the perception of sex outside marriage. It's completely different. You see, and I'll give few examples. For instance, sex outside marriage, there is pressure to perform. If you see a lot of things on the media today, social media and conventional media, there is so much pressure. You want to have sex with a lady, and you're like, are you, is it war? Are we fighting? It's a love, it's a communion, it's a fellowship. Hallelujah. Somebody, if I'm preaching good, like Pastor Sarah was saying, if I'm preaching good, you need to be enjoying it.
Encouraging.
Yeah, you need to be encouraging me. So it is not this thing. And you don't have to be under pressure. Why? Because this person is always with you. You do today, and you fire and you cover 80 miles, and you didn't cover up to 100 miles. Tomorrow morning you step on the turtle again.
No, so.
Why are you stretching? Yes, now the way you're even looking at me now after this video. So there is, so the PMC taught us, and we were also able to communicate our expectation on sex. What are we going to do? What's your perspective on toys? What's the perspective on oral sex? What's the perspective on this one, that one? Don't ask me what my perspective is. You go and get your wife and discuss. That's what the PMC what's your perspective on Kayamata, and all those kind of different things. So the PMC taught us how to discuss freely about sex as couple, and what we do, how we do it. Also the frequency. Frequency. And this one, I must discuss this one. Because I remember then we discussed, and my wife asked me that how often should we have sex when we get married? And me, I'm like, every day now. My wife like, every day, okay. That I won't she go to work and everything. And I think we now agreed around 3 or something.
Yeah.
I think we agreed. We were bargaining. I know. Last, she now said 3. I mean, I'll not look. Can I afford 3? I said, okay, I will pay. Now let us carry the 3.
3 days in a week.
But the good thing about having a system like PMC is you can always go back to the negotiation table. This is your job, babe. When my wife comes back from work, if you see her, you too, if you are her husband, you just want to just leave her, let her have shower and stretch herself and rest. So, but it's not an issue. It is not an issue because we have a free environment to talk about it any day and any time. Yeah. You want to add
Absolutely.
anything?
It was, that managing expectation with sex is actually, very good, and it's something you have to discuss. It is very
and you
important.
can always communicate. You can communicate.
That's why I said most of them, when during that communication, when we're talking about communication, the important thing about what the PMC did for us was what he, like, I would like maybe set up
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
It's just for you to talk.
Yes, it was a sort of.
It was
They
a
will
setup
set
for
you
you
up.
to
They will
talk,
ask questions
like to
that
talk.
will
You
make
have
you
to
say
talk.
your own opinion in front of your
Mm-hmm.
of your spouse, and then she too will say, and then you will look at each other like, eh? Because me, left to me that time, I thought once we get married, like it would all be firing every night. Every night.
Now.
After all, every night we pray now. Every night. Hey, Holy Ghost. I thought that's how no, she told me that no, let's even Jesus after 40 days, after 49, the man calmed down. So sincerely, that's that's the ninth thing, and then the final thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we learned how to how to handle extended families.
Yeah.
Or extended. So
Yeah.
one of the things.
Yeah.
That's in the order of preference, your nuclear family comes first.
Yeah.
Your spouse, your husband or wife, and your children. They are your main responsibility.
They are your primary.
They are primary responsibility.
They are your primary.
Then your extended family.
Yeah. Then the extended family starts with your parents.
Yeah.
You see, your parents, because a lot of people have issues with clearly defining some of these things. So for me now, my primary responsibility is to this woman, Moriri Olua. For now, they are the number one. Then when you take it out outside the nuclear family, our parents are then the next. The parents, I mean her parents, her two parents, my two parents, they are the next. That it is after that, then we will now take the siblings, her siblings, my siblings, and then we can then take other layers, because you have situation in the home where uh, the children and then the second cousin, they are struggling, and then they just all sorts of demands on the marriage, on the finance of the home, and you are not able to clearly define it. Okay. If you still have if you still have grandparents alive, it is good for you to be very, very kind to them and all that, right? But they are not as important as your own parents. All right. So you need to be able to listen. Your parents are more, carry more weight than your siblings. Yeah, it is very, very distinct. You need to honor your father and your mother. They are your direct parents. You should be able to take care of them. Then that's when you now do siblings. That's when you now do children of siblings, because we live in an amazing continent where children of siblings depend on uncles and aunties, and their home parents are still alive, and they make the people feel bad if they don't do up to this thing. And then another thing about our families is all my siblings, they are our siblings. All my siblings, her siblings, they are my siblings. My parents are her parents. Her parents are my parents. There is nothing like do favor this side or favor that side, and things like that. We treat all our parents equally. We treat our siblings fairly, based on because my own siblings I'm the last born, she is the firstborn. So the PMC basically set us up to understand how to deal with extended family demands and things like that, and it
You know,
was
it
really,
was from
really
the
good.
PMC you were able to know, okay, um, maybe I remember one of the facilitators was talking about when they just got married, and I think the mother came, or was it the mother or an
Yeah,
auntie?
yeah.
You just got to, he said, "Hey, Emeka, I'm
I'm
already
at the
in.
I'm at
I'm
the
at
door.
the
I'm
park.
at
Come
the
and
park.
pick
Come
me."
and pick me.
And they did the PMC in church, and they already had an agreement that, for their first year of marriage, they don't want family to live with them. So he went to pick the auntie, and the next day he gave her money to tell
To
her
go
to go
back
back
to
to the
the
village,
village.
because
That's it.
he's married now, and so
Yeah,
he had to make that, that boundary. So we're
yeah.
able to create, some of
We
it has
now
been
agreed on
on boundaries
what
in marriage.
what we do for our own home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we agreed on, and the agreements are made before the situations or the circumstance.
Yeah.
So if her own family is coming unnoticed now, she won't see it as I'm not allowing them or something. If my family is coming unnoticed, I won't see it as she's just attacking my family,
Yeah.
right? Because we made the agreement. And one other thing that I just recently learned that I would like to share is that when it comes to extended family, it is best for, when it comes to the good side, the kindness, the generosity, the giving, you swap the families. But when it comes to challenges and resolving problems of extended family, let the person who belongs to the family deal with it. For instance, it may be nice for my wife to give gifts to my cousins, yeah, to my niece and my nephews, right? While I do that to her as well. It just makes it more beautiful if you can. But when it comes to issues, you know don't throw your husband to your family to go and face issues. Don't throw your wife against your family to go and face. You go and sort it with, because you are part of them. You reason like them. They will listen more to you. You protect your spouse. You go and deal with the family. But when it comes to the generosity, you can swap anyway. So those are some of the things that we've really, really been blessed.
And then I'd like to add that, I think what really helped us, we were really open. So if you want to get the best out of your premarital counseling, I think you should be open.
Yeah.
And know that if you want the best, you want a marriage where you want to enjoy and not endure, be open. Some people will say, this counselors, so they have their own issue. The thing is, this is your own home. And then the thing is, counselors will not be, obviously sometimes, because we are all humans, human judgment, bias, and all that can come in. But when you have an avenue to talk, make it open. Don't keep things. Don't be there to say, oh, you want to learn, you want to unlearn something and relearn. That's how to be successful in life and make progress.
Yeah, and sincerely, if you are in a relationship, sincerely, I understand the pressure. All right, you want to appear glamorous on Instagram. You want to take pictures for Facebook, for TikTok, Snapchat, and all that. You want to visit places and go to this thing and hang out and all of that. But the most important thing you can do for yourself in a relationship is to bring out all of these issues and talk about them and have agreements. It's not like you are going to write on pen and paper, but if we finish eating, who is going to pack the plate? Anybody can pack the plate. You are the one to pack the plate. So when the person says, I will pack the plate for the rest of our lives, all right, it won't be 2 years down the line, and then the person says, oh no, I'm tired of packing plates.
The thing is, with communication, even if you would
Change,
you
then
you would have
it
established
would have been
a way
properly
of
communicated.
yeah, you'll be communicated, because change is a constant thing.
Yeah, constant
And
thing.
we change as well in marriage and all that.
Yeah.
Because we could life come in different phases and all.
Yeah.
But you will always be able to go back to when you know that when you communicate very well.
Good.
Properly, you'll be able to
yeah
discuss it again. And
so the point that built up to that was that your relationship or premarital season before your marriage, before your wedding, is not the time to appear peng, is not to pepper people and wear the same Christmas pajamas alone. Talk, 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 talk. And one other thing that the PMC did and that we now started doing was, my wife read a lot of stories on Facebook and all the people that come with different marital issues, and sometimes we synthesize those things, right? If we're just in church and a child is crying, for instance, the child is on wah wah, we will just like, babe, what if our child is crying like that? What are we gonna do? That is it. We're like, okay, so this is what we'll do, this is what we'll do. We will discuss it, we will talk about it before those things happen. So there is so much that you can do in your relationship than giving into sex, or than just taking nice pictures and visiting places. Those things are good, but then so much that you can do, and you can sign up for quality premarital counseling. It helps. It helps. Forget it helps. It really helps. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I hope you have learned a thing or two.
Yeah, thank you. As a minister, I hope you are blessed.
We've actually poured our hearts to see that people get this thing right. You have a godly home, a good marriage, a marriage where you are enjoying it and not enjoying. It's not about, don't mind all this celebrity story everywhere.
Yeah.
Through the help of God, you can have a beautiful home.
Face your
and it is beautiful. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please. Please, ẹ dákun, in dabo. Please subscribe, share this video, turn on the notification bell. Share this video by clicking the like button. Is one of the algorithms that YouTube uses to push out this video. This video may just
let's reach out to a lot of people this year. Let's get into
it. And you can always contact us on the channels on different platforms that will be displayed on the screen right now. On Instagram, please follow my wife, follow us.
I'll put it in the description box, and then at the end of the video, you're going to see it. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Okay, no, don't.
Yes,
Thank you, guys. See you. Bye.
Bye.